We have nothing to spend. We're definitely not getting this ventricular lance. We'll just take in the brain chip for monster. Is Tony the snack? No, I had some chocolate. Okay, and I got lucky because Decker spawns right next to monster, so I don't have to do a movement thing. I think it's better to install this on monster than on central, because monster needs to move further. The plan is usually get monster to his objective, get central to the objective as well. Get central to her objective, and then start monster's hack. Or at least get central to her objective before everyone loses their minds. So we're probably going to get this console with monster, but I think I want to peek some doors first. Just had a few new followers, welcome. That's quite a few new followers all at the same time. Wow, okay. Welcome everyone. Okay, so we've got an Omni Protector here. Obviously he can't get through this locked door. I don't see a camera here to hack. Let's start moving with Tony. We've got a guy here who definitely notices the door. Problem here is that I don't see enough vision in this room. I can't peek with the door open. So this is potentially not great. I can get this console and then hide here. I guess I don't want to burst this turn. But I want to be able to burst later. I guess I can hide monster here for now and then get this console later. Issue is if someone walks in and stops me from getting the console, but if they do walk in and move diagonally like this, then I get seen on this tile. And there's a lot of tiles that someone could walk from. There's also a door here. Protectors have a lot of AP, they can walk quite far. I think I'm actually going to hide here with monster for now, and then we'll leave Tony on this tile peeking. I'll leave central on this tile peeking, and then probably just put Decker here, because this is fairly safe. I mean, I could be here and use a turning blind spot, but I probably don't have a good chance to get through this door next turn. Guess I'll have to try anyway. Okay. There's a drone. Okay, so I guess I want to... Yeah, problem here is that I'm not going to have enough power, so I can do this. Then burst. And then I can afford to dagger this drone. We've got a camera here as well, so we'll have to parasite that. I can move Tony on some tiles, but not enough to get past the camera. I guess I could cloak with Decker to get out, but this is probably a dead end. Unfortunately, I've hacked the drone after bursting, but I had to do it that way, but it means that... No camera in this corner. It means that I don't get the bonus for the drone's movements. Let's see what this guy's going to do. He's going further in, so I could just move Tony up here, take a random demon on the power supply to get more power, and then parasite this camera now. Or I could EMP the thing. It's not a great use of the EMP. But getting more power so I can parasite now is good. If I parasite without getting more power, then I can't burst next turn. This isn't perfectly safe though, because it's right in front of this door, so if someone comes through the door this way, then they see me on this tile. I could EMP like here to check if there's a camera in this corner. That might be good. Let's open this door with the drone. Okay, so I don't see anything there. This way I'm going to take this out, generate some power, and also explore very slightly to see if there's a camera on this tile. We'll maintain a full peek, of course. And then probably move up like this. And I've got enough power to parasite this camera now as well. This protector walks out there. So make sure I'm still peeking here with central. Okay, no camera on this tile. Otherwise the EMP would have rebooted it and it would have been revealed. That does reveal that the emitter is here. We use burst again. That does help the drone this time, but the burst penalty was also hurting the drone, so... actually, maybe the burst penalty didn't apply to this drone, because I've still got quite a lot of movement with it. That's interesting. Does the burst penalty not apply to a drone? Let's explore this door anyway. This leads to an objective for sure. This 4x4 room is always leading to an objective, so that based on the size and shape of it, it's either Monster's objective with a like 7x7 here so that the door is in the middle, or it could be Central's objective where this door is in the corner, but I think this is more likely to be Monster's objective, so it's really good to have found that so early. We'll parasite this camera. Let's open the door with the camera drone as well. Probably put the camera drone here to maintain vision. No, because then when it wakes up it's facing here. I think we're fairly safe from someone coming in here, but I don't really want to risk it by being on this kind of tile. I guess we're going to leave the drone here, but I do want to observe its movement first. Observe the Harbinger's movement first, so he's actually going out that door. That's probably fine. Yeah, it could be either objective, but I think it's more likely to be Monster's objective, because the way this gets the way this room gets added, I think it gets added if it can't find a place for Monster's room to go otherwise. But then again, Monster's room could have fit here. But I think this is more likely to be Monster's objective. Because it puts the door in this corner exactly so that it's a 7x7 room with the door in the middle. Central's room doesn't need the door to be all this way away. Could cloak just to get out through here one turn faster, but that seems like a waste of a cloak. Let's move Monster up like this. So there's a console here to hide behind next turn. I could get this console as well. I don't necessarily want to start hacking Monster's objective very early, because I want to explore first as well while the guards aren't alerted, so getting this console is fine. Getting down to this console, just taking the time to get there, as long as I can confirm that that is Monster's objective, seems worthwhile. And I'll stay with Central peeking here because I've got nothing much better to do with her. Of course, if there is a guard to steal from, then I can see if I get a pass card to go through one of these doors, because that gives me what looks like to be quite a big shortcut if I do need to go in this direction. There we burst. That gets monster up to here, which is good. If I sprint, actually, I can do this. Yeah. No, I can do this and then hide behind the power supply. That seems fine. Why does monster only have 8 AP? Oh, this is the Anarchy one. I got the wrong one. That's not speed, it's Anarchy. I was thinking, why does he only have 8 AP? Of course, because I got the wrong brain chip. It's the leg demon brain chip that improves his legs, right? So he moves fast. Might want to peek in this room, but there's guaranteed to be nothing here except a stationary guard. But knowing that there is a guard there could be helpful. This guy has gone through this door, so we can't get back through here this turn. Although someone else could have walked into this room and then be coming out here. I think, on balance, I do want to check. I also could take a demon for the demon database. Use the buster chip on it. That's fine. Do I take a demon? Knowing what the demons are could be pretty good, but if this is validate, then ugh. I can hunt it, right? Yeah, let's hunt this. And then do this. That generates more power from Tony this turn. Also gives him more AP. Modulate fractal. So definitely not worth modulate just for a console database. We've got no money for the nanofab anyway, so no point taking fractal. Could move here to peak, and then I can't retreat. Don't think I want to put a parasite on this guy yet. Yeah, that brain chip is just a mistake. There's no point giving Monster a Leger Demon brain chip unless I'm going to give him something like a Buster 2. And I've got no items that require Anarchy 3. All of my Anarchy items are Anarchy 4. Not sure if there's something coming up here. It's a problem. So a protector with 8 firewalls could easily get through this door and all the way up here. But I guess protectors don't have long patrol routes, so he would have come earlier. Harbinger went through this door, so we can't get all the way back, but if there's another Harbinger, he could have come here. I think I'm going to risk this. And then in the worst case, I can overwatch with the bio darts. Let's peek this to get more vision. No camera in that corner, okay. And we know there's nothing in this corner because we hit it with an EMP. I guess I don't need to maintain vision on this room. We know what this protector's doing. The issue is just knowing which side of his patrol he's on, if any. But I think it's better to just move central up. jolt is fine. Can I if I I know I need to burst before I sprint, right? So I can't hack this drone with dagger handles, so yeah, so I need to burst if I'm going to hack this drone at all. I can move Tony up to here to open the door and peek. I could sprint. I think I'm going to sprint with Monster to here. That turns out not to be heard by any of these guards, but if it was, then I could plan my movement accordingly, because I've still got full AP on everyone. I could move Tony up to here and peek, and then hide here. The drone scans me. I could just dagger the drone now. It's probably reasonable. Costs a lot of power, but we're going to start generating a lot of power when we hack demons. Looks like no one's patrolling through this door. If they were, then we didn't see them the previous turn, so only an Omni Soldier could, but an Omni Soldier doesn't have enough path length to be patrolling out of this room if we hadn't seen them in the previous turn, I think. Let's open the door. Not noticed. So that is Monster's objective. What's the demon? Fractal. Probably fine. I can Buster Chip that. The issue with Fractal, of course, is that I won't know what the demons it installs are. So I could use Hunter on it. But Fractal does generate power as well. I'm not really short on power, though. 2 turns left on the Buster Chip. I don't necessarily want to sprint to this tile in case there's a guard like here. This is probably safe. I could just kill the camera drone, leave it somewhere. I've got not much other use for these 5 bullets. Let's take a jolt, I think. I could give Monster the Buster Chip, but he can't use it because he only has Anarchy 3 rather than Anarchy 4, so that would be a bit silly. The Buster Chip 3. I think this is fine. I can go on to Overwatch with Monster just in case someone does get all of this way and see. I think this is okay. And C Central. I probably just want to kill this camera drone somewhere innocuous. Although I can use it to explore down here and keep hacking it again to get the AP from net downlink. If I fail to get it before its firewalls go up, then I might kill it. Probably don't want to be shooting cameras, because they're more useful under my control. And the turn peeking just in case the door does open, yeah. Okay. So this guard is going to notice this door. We've got these 2 cameras coming online. Gonna have to hack both of them. Yeah, let's explore here with the camera drone. I think that's better than shooting it for now. A very big room. probably Central's objective is down here, but there could be a door on this side. I think this gives me the most vision down here. We've got a camera there. Can I get Monster? I'm not going to be able to get Monster through here past this camera, am I? We know what this guy's going to do because we're about to distract him. I could get Decker through this door. Probably quite safe. There doesn't seem to be much around. I think we know no one's patrolling through this door because we had enough vision on this room to see who was there. So it might be slightly safer to be on this tile. So the issue here is just staying safe from both of these cameras. I can bust a chip next turn. But if I'm hacking both of these cameras with parasites... Oh, there's a camera here as well. That's going to see Decker, isn't it? Wow, okay. Yeah, I missed that completely. Let's kill this camera then.
I heard something.
Oh, he heard that. This is Neural 2. But he's about to be distracted again by Central, so that's fine. I'm not sure what the sound radius on this is. I guess it's like 2 or 3 tiles. Like 3 tiles, I guess. Maybe it's 5, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I needed to kill this because I left Decker in vision of it. Okay, so we're about to get noticed here. I can hide here.
Did you see that? Hey, what was that?
Ah! Oh, I thought I could move here. Oh, I moved the wrong way. Damn it. That's a huge mistake. That is a very big mistake. Yeah, I had enough AP to move here, but I had to move this way and then diagonally here. There is a way around this because Tony has 2 biogenic darts. But Central definitely gets seen by this camera. I can put Tony somewhere on Overwatch so that he shoots the guard after he's the one to investigate Central's location. Yeah, I completely messed this up. Tony doesn't get seen because I've got cover here, right? Or here. Yeah, this is mistakes compounding. I think I overwatch this guard rather than... Get a pass card at least. Yeah, I think I overwatch this guard so that he's the one to investigate Central's location. And let's move monster through sprinting like this.
Did you hear that? Hey, did you see that?
And I can afford to parasite both cameras because Tony's gun is going to generate power. Hold on a minute. If I overwatch him, the gun does 2 KO damage, but there's a -1 from Expert ++. Does he wake up if I overwatch with the biogenic darts? I think he wakes up at the start of the turn anyway. I can dagger this camera next turn. That's probably fine. Yeah, I've really messed this up. Also Jolt, right? Yeah, Jolt's going to wake him up if the Overwatch doesn't, so I have to shoot him after the Jolt happens. So we have to let Central get seen here. Yeah, I completely messed up Central's movement there. I have to let Central get seen and then shoot her. I just have to hope there aren't other guards near enough that they come to investigate Central when the guard overwatches. Oh, I've just used my attack to shoot this camera, so I can't ambush with Decker. The camera comes online at the start of the guard's turn, so the camera's going to see Central, then the guard immediately turns to her and overwatches. But he's on Overwatch at the start of my turn, then I can shoot him with Tony, dagger the camera. And then pin with either Tony or Central. I guess Central can use the Paralyzer, right? But I'd rather use Tony with the Paralyzer to get their bonus. Yeah, this is going to be a wild ride. Okay, that's as good as I'm going to do. So camera comes online. Guard notices Central here, turns to Overwatch her. This guy patrols in here. Oh, I put Tony on Overwatch. That was foolish. I didn't realize I had Tony on Overwatch. This guy also comes in because of the camera, but doesn't actually turn to see. But this guy's about to wake up, isn't he? Because of Jolts. So that was a wilder ride than I thought it was going to be because I didn't have Tony off Overwatch. This guy's going to turn as well. That was a much wilder ride than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so we have to do this. We have to do this. Firewalls just went up as well. That was Jolt's Superstorm. I had a Jolt on this because I figured I wouldn't be taking out any guards anytime soon. This guy's also alerted. This guy's also alert. Oh, that's the camera drone. But yeah, this guy's alerted now. This guy's at least not. Honestly, I might hunter this to avoid the fractal. This is going to be another 2 alarm level hits because I'm taking him out again. I could step here, but then they both know exactly where I am. So I think I have to do this. This is... extremely not what I wanted to do. I had Tony on Overwatch, and if I forgot to turn him off Overwatch, that's the problem. Could use the Buster Chip on this guy, and then wait to dagger this, because getting Tony up to here is potentially a problem. This guy's not going to turn to track Tony. So distracting him up here is probably good.
What was that? Investigating.
Take down his firewalls, in case that matters. This guy's still interested in there. Actually, I can sprint with... Decker here, so that this guy comes out. I think I want to put this on.
What was that? Investigating.
Yeah, so this guy's not going to come up this way now. Do I want to send Decker this way? There is a door here and a door here. I could send him around this way. This drone's going to scan its own tile. Could start this for 3 power. Could just shoot the drone. If they're all alerted anyway. Maybe it's... Oh, this isn't cover from the camera, is it? Could try to look in the nanofab to see if there's anything there. It is fractal and costs power to hack. I could cloak with Decker to get up here. I can move like here. Let's steal the power from the drone. And I could peek the door or observe, but not both. I think this guy is going to turn around and go back up here, right? This is the guy patrolling to this tile. And he gets that far because he has 9 firewalls. Omni Soldier. This is a bunch of bad stuff. The Central's objective is probably going to be further down here. I can paralyze this guy with Tony next turn. I can dagger this in 2 turns' time. Maybe I'll just accept the fractal, because it generates more power. I think I'm going to want a parasite on this camera, so let's do that now. This camera doesn't see far enough to see Decker on that tile, so that's fine. I think all of this works. Hold on a minute. If this camera scans me, if the drone scans me, does this protect or investigate? I think he actually might. Maybe I should have shot this drone. I can still cloak to get out of this. Might have to do that. I hope this guy moves before the drone scans. He does, okay. Drone scans and detects me. Only the drone seems to be interested in where I am, though. Okay. I can't move monster yet, unless I want to be seen by the camera. But I also can't dagger yet, so that's fine. Let's observe. Why can I observe this guy with monster, but not this one? Oh, because of this camera. Wow. But he's going back up there. He's coming in. Okay, that's actually fine. I can hide like here. Let's pin with central. Probably drag to there for now. I might just cloak now to get Decker through. I can shoot this camera.
What was that? Investigating.
I just need to end somewhere out of... So 3.5 is like 1, 2.5. Not perfect. Could hide in this room. I think I'm going to do this. Another console there, okay.
Hey, did you see that?
Okay, that's... Okay, so I can hide here, right? Oh, and because I've been noticed. So that's interesting. Decker's sensory injector actually applies when Decker opens a door that gets noticed. Even when he's cloaked. That's something I did not know. I sure hope there isn't a camera in this corner. Okay, there isn't. Good. I think I'll leave this door open. Yeah, so this Omni Soldier was here, must have been patrolling through here. This one is the one also patrolling through the door. So this guy came from this door, this guy comes through this door. I should be safe to hide here. I don't actually need the bonus AP from sensory injector there, but I guess it doesn't hurt. He's going the longer way round, I guess, because this guy's in his way. But I'll remain cloaked until my next turn. Hey there, welcome Adamantium NYC. Yeah, this is a really good game. I really like it. Do I hunt this? Probably not. I think I can just take the fractal next turn. I have messed up this mission quite a lot, though. So the first mistake I made was thinking that Legerdemon Brain Chip is the speed one when it's actually Anarchy. So I gave Monster the wrong augment. The second one I made was leaving Central in the open because I miscalculated how much AP she'd have. And then the third one I made was leaving Tony on Overwatch with a biogenic dart while I was about to take Jolt. So this mission could definitely have gone smoother if I hadn't made those mistakes. I think this is okay for now. I'm not going to spend 4 power parasiting this camera. I don't think we start taking down these. I want to be able to dagger this next turn. I think Tony should be okay there. Maybe I should just... No, I think all of this is okay. Let's pass the turn here. Don't think I want to hunt the fractal. If I do, then I should do it now, but then I have 2 power. I'll have 4 power next turn from using burst. And that's only just enough to use dagger, and then I can't use burst the turn afterwards, so we don't hunt.
Looking around. Okay, we're checking things out around here. Guess it was nothing.
Yeah, so Decker remains cloaked during the enemy turn, which is why this guy misses him. There's the extra guard. So this protector didn't come up to here because he noticed the door. Might not actually need to use burst this turn. Could get to here and hide here with Decker. I think we do use burst just to have more power. This must be Central's objective, right? There's too many rooms in this facility for it not to be Central's objective. It could be a 4x4 room with a camera, though. Let's move here. Open the door from this side, yeah. And it looks like the door's not noticed. So we'll maintain vision like this. Actually, this guy might have finished being interested in what he investigated and then come back to patrol through this door. Because one of these soldiers is patrolling through this door. I guess I can just... I should have sprint toggled with Decker from here, shouldn't I? Yeah, another mistake. We're definitely daggering this. Has that installed a... No, it hasn't installed a demon on this camera, but it has on the camera drone. So I can sprint as long as I still have 11 AP. So I can actually sprint all the way to here. Close the door. That might help with this guy. Well, I think Central doesn't really mind Incognita advocating for killing the guards because, like, when she talks about Draco, she says, and if a few bad things, or if bad things happen to a couple of their corpses along the way, then I make no apologies. So she clearly doesn't actually mind. She's not in it for the non-lethal attacking, specifically. I don't think she really minds if you kill the guard. She probably minds more about the cleanup cost, as do I. But I want to distract this guy so I know what he's doing. I could start parasiting these protectors now. We've got lots of power. I might want to hunt the camera drone, or I could just shoot him. we're getting to the point where everyone's alerted anyway, so there's still 4 guards that are not alerted that I can see. This is chitin, so I might want to hunt that if I'm shooting people. But I can just take this last with the Buster Chip if Tony's still alive then. I do want to distract this Harbinger. I can start stealing from some guards here. I think I want to distract one of these, at least one of them with the door opening. This guy doesn't notice it, but I guess this guy does. I don't remember which one is which. If I sprint all the way to here, have 11.5, then I can still stop sprinting because of the net downlink gave me so much extra AP. Then when I stop sprinting, I'll have 8.5, which gets me all the way up here, which should be fine.
Investigating.
Or I could go around here, steal from this guard, and then hide like here. Unless there's... I guess there's nothing here that sees me. Pass card, okay. This is probably fine. No, there's a guard patrolling here. No, this is the guy patrolling here, isn't he? So I think this is actually okay. And let's just move this guy. I guess here is okay. It's not going to be heard by the Harbinger. I think I'm going to start taking firewalls down here. Did I not close the door? I wanted to toggle the door to distract these guys, didn't I? I forgot to do that. Yeah, I'm not playing at my best today, clearly.
Investigating the area.
So I think one of these guys actually comes down to see Decker.
There's nothing here. We're checking things out.
Oh, he doesn't reach. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Tony can't get to here to take the console because this guy's looking this way. This guy has a demon as well. I guess I don't need to hunt this yet. I might parasite it just so he ends up with less AP. Could send Tony up this way as a distraction. Take a look in the nanofab. Fractal is probably fine at this point. No, it will hit these two, won't it? But I could hunt the Fractal. I think I'm mainly interested if there's some armor-piercing weapon that I can get. Or something else that will be really useful. Unlocking these doors isn't that important. Actually, I don't want to do it because it means that the guards will spend longer investigating this side of the map, which is away from where Monster needs to travel. But let's send Tony this way anyway. His items are all cooling down, his weapons are cooling down, so he's not that useful this way. We know there's no camera here because we EMP'd earlier. Generate some power by... Do I really want to take this Fractal? Let's hunt it. What does this have? Pheromone filter could be pretty good. Stim 4 is nice, but I don't have the equipment to use lots of attacks per turn anyway. This is the wrong Tony for EMPing a lot of guards in one turn. It's the Archive Tony, so he just has the regular EMP pack with an 8-turn cooldown. Paralyzer 4 is possible. Might just be good to get a med gel in case. Because this mission is not going well. So let's drop the pass card, because I don't want to open these doors. Actually, maybe if I do open this door, I can send Tony up to here to accompany Monster on the way. But I think I'd rather just have these locked so that the guards spend longer investigating this side of the map. I think I am going to buy a med gel. This is called a moral defeat. See you, Alpacalypse. Enjoy the Dungeons and Dragons. Whenever you buy a med gel, it's a moral loss. It's like we have a secondary objective of survive with all of the agents and get them to here, but the unspoken secondary objective is never buy a med gel. Yeah, he is patrolling in here. And I was considering distracting him to this tile, but I don't need to because that's where he's going anyway. This is the only one who didn't... Yeah, this guard is the only one who didn't finish investigating the door, and he's also the only one who didn't notice me down here, because the other three are facing that way. This guy here doesn't notice this door open, so I can do this and observe what he's doing. Okay, so he's just randomly decided to be interested in there anyway. Did I sprint? Yeah, I think I sprinted with Tony, so that's what he's doing there. Okay, that makes sense. I should probably have dragged this guard here. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'll do that next turn then. What a mess. At least I have 4 guards who aren't alerted. They are about to become alerted, of course, because this is the Omni mainframe. There's the Elite Enforcer. Guess I get this console with Tony. We're not going to send Monster this way. Yes, let's do that. This is probably fine, but it might just be better to maintain vision from the tile that Central's actually on. Especially if the Enforcer's going to be throwing a scan. Nobody notices the door. At some point it will be worth using Monster to keep these 2 guys occupied, but I don't think... Sorry, using Decker to keep these 2 guys occupied, but I don't think I need to do that yet. Yeah, he's patrolling up to there. This guy should be patrolling out of the door. Oh, I could have stolen from him. I guess it's not that important. Both of the guard entrances are down here. Almost got the bio darts off cooldown now. I can also use Tony's EMP to take out a lot of heart monitors if they're all there at the same time. I guess they aren't all there at the same time now because they're about to disperse. Okay. This guy's going down there, which is fine, of course. This guy hasn't thrown a scan.
Investigating. Guess it was nothing.
Interesting.
Warning, daemon installed.
So which guard was that? I think it's this one, right? What I could do is EMP, take out his heart monitor. If I plant the EMP like here, for example, then he'll investigate that tile, and then I can get back to where I am. The Enforcer notices me up here, but peeks on this tile, so I think this is fine.
Hey, investigating.
It's only taking out one heart monitor. But here's the one I'm most likely to want to attack soon. If he's investigating up here. Let's get notice to this tile and then go here. Don't think anyone's coming through this door. They're all going away, okay, and they shouldn't actually be looking at this door, right? So I can get a full peek. What are you doing? Let's hunt this drone now and put a parasite. I think this is okay. They both heard that sound, okay. I didn't hit this guy, but that's okay because he has an improved heart monitor anyway. Can't be disabled.
Looking around.
Unfortunately, the guy's down here. Actually, I can just shoot this drone, can't I? The guys down here are
Investigating area.
not the ones... they're the ones with armor, so Decker can't shoot them.
Investigating.
So Decker's sort of in the wrong place with his non-armor piercing weapon. We get the fail-safe. This camera doesn't matter, of course, but I can hack it for net downlink. I think we've got everyone's firewalls that we want to get, right? Could just take this camera. Nobody knows that Tony is here. I could do a surgical strike here to take out somebody. But I don't think I want to shoot the protector because then his firewalls come back up. That's all fine, I guess. Yeah, of course. Can't see this guy. That's fine, I guess. issue is just where I put central. How do I do this? Don't know what this guy's doing. It's probably good to be... If he's on 8 AP next... No, he'll have 9 AP no, 7 AP, right? Because it's 6 plus the number of firewalls, so it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't get around here. Can ambush anyway. Could shoot this guy, then step around to like this without getting noticed by anyone. That seems fairly surgical. So if it's like at 9.5, so 11, 8, 5, then I can drag him to this tile. Extra guard here, okay.
Kill them all.
So it's this guy who notices Central's door. I think I'm fine to let these two go up because Monster can evade 2 guards at once, I think. There's also this guy who they'll notice and pin to be distracted by, so I don't want to keep them in this room with a sprint toggle. So the issue is what this guard's going to do. There aren't many paths where he would go through this tile. This is probably quite safe. And if not, then I've still got another bio dart next turn. This guy's the one going up there, so if I distract him, then I could get to here, but then this guy's quite likely to see. This is fairly safe, because this guy should go diagonally there.
What was that? Investigating.
Yeah. I can hide here. Not sure this is the best or smartest thing that I've ever done. Do I need to move central yet? Main thing is just getting out of these guys' ways. Could go a long way round with a pass card. I think that's safer than getting her into this room with all of these guards here. Let's just hide here, let them pin this guard. I think Tony's okay like this. And Monster's hack finishes next turn as well. I can actually send both Central and Monster the long way round.
Looking around.
So this guy's here. He does still have a heart monitor, but I can shoot him if I want to.
Mainframe devices rebooting.
I think we get Turing next turn, don't we? Let's burst here. Hide in this corner. There's definitely no guards up here. They haven't had time to get here. I've been watching this room all the time. Has this guy woken up from something? How is he on 9 firewalls? Don't remember where that guy's from. That's actually fine. So let's paralyze this guard. And I can hide. No, this guy's looking this way, isn't he? So I can get down to there and hide in the bottom. This could be a good way of distracting everyone.
Did you hear that? Investigating.
What was that?
Investigating.
Investigating.
Like this.
What was that? Investigating.
And then it will. This guy's the only one who knows exactly where I am. I guess this guy knows as well, but they're not going to reach me yet. And then Decker can sprint toggle next turn. That seems reasonable. Don't know what all of these guards are going to do, but they seem to have forgotten that Monster was up here, so hopefully Monster can slip past this way now. Probably going to want to dagger this guard next turn.
Hey, you okay?
Hey, you okay?
Investigating.
Now the drone is mine.
Mainframe devices rebooting.
There we get Turing. Okay, Turing is not going to take any demons right now, so I think I should use it. This is actually amazing, right? So maybe I don't have to send Central around the long way, because I can distract all of these guys up here with Tony by getting overwatched onto this tile. And then stepping into cover here.
What was that? Investigating. Intruder. What was that?
What was that?
What
Damn
was
it,
that?
they got away.
Investigating.
How many AP do I need to stop sprinting? 11. So I can go... I guess I should stop sprinting now. And then probably keeping him around here is the best for... I think absolutely everyone should know about that. So nobody's coming back up. So I don't need to send Central the long way around. And now this is the direction that we're keeping the guards. Yeah, he's also interested in that. This is Rubik's, which is fine. I think I'm going to dagger that. So he's still got one biogenic dart to use here. And Tony's the one with the med gel. He's the one who's probably most likely to need a med gel, but...
Guard down.
Investigating.
Investigating the area.
Okay, this guy decided to look this way because of the body. That's kind of annoying. I could shoot him with Monster's gun. There goes Rubik's. If I can get Tony up to here, which I can't, but if I could, then I could shoot him with the bio darts. Let's use burst. If I can get to like here. Issue is I don't know what these guards are doing. Let's move Decker. I could actually zap this guard with Decker if I use the cloak. Who's looking at him? Let's leave this drone here so that it's a distraction. I can shoot this guy, but then his firewalls will go up when he wakes up, but that will keep them distracted by him a bit longer. I think it's better for me to do a sprint toggle here, right?
What was that?
Main issue is not knowing what this guy is going to do. Let's not sprint with Decker. That's the... Oh, this guy doesn't have armor. The Omni Protector who's... the armor is on the Elite Enforcer who's there, so I could just kill this guy right now. It gets me to alarm level 5. He's going up there, okay. If I have here, I've got 4 AP. Then I can step here. Can do this. What's this guy doing? That's fine. I can step to here and be safe. I think this guy's still interested down here. Yeah, he's going in. So all of this is fine without me killing anyone for now. Let's remove the chitin from this. Yes, it is going to be alarm level 5 regardless, but if it's alarm level 5 without me shooting someone, then it will be alarm level 5 at the end of the enemy turn, and then the Enforcer doesn't get to move. If I shoot someone first, then the Enforcer spawns immediately and then moves on the next enemy turn. That's the difference.
Investigating area.
Alarm level 5.
See, this happens at the end of the enemy turn, so this Enforcer stays here for the duration of my next turn.
What was that? Investigating.
Now could be a good time to start shooting. This guy's heart monitor is still active.
Warning.
I can't sprint because I need to burst. Let's... Could dagger to get AP from net downlink. In order to sprint a bit further. I think this is fine.
Hey, investigating.
Investigating.
I've still got one biogenic dart off cooldown. Let's just leg it this far, I guess.
Hey, investigating.
Oh, this guy heard that. That's unfortunate.
What was that? Investigating.
Hey, investigating.
So now I guess we shoot this guy. That will keep this Enforcer occupied. And we block the door with Decker, so we definitely win this now. The issue is just whether I can save Tony. And that's looking quite difficult. So this guy is blocking, this guy is also blocking. I might have a way to surgically strike next turn. Not that likely. It depends how many are facing this way towards the wall. Okay, this guy is facing away because he saw the drone, I guess. Where did... Oh, this drone. Yeah. So can I do a surgical strike here? A lot of the guards are looking away. It's just this guy, right? The rest of them are... Oh, there's this Enforcer as well, but it's only his peripheral vision. So if I shoot this guy, then I get to alarm level 6. But now this is only noticed.
Alarm level 6. Enforcers deployed. They will be your death.
Hey. Investigating down. Calling it in.
I can't sprint here because I used some AP for something. I can hunt this. Let's burst. No, burst is what lets me sprint, right? So I can just get through this door.
Hey, investigating.
Let's close it so that even this guy is interested in that. Maybe I don't want to sprint all this way then. Yeah, let's just move without sprinting. This should be fine. I don't necessarily know what this guy's going to do. There's now no penalty for me to kill this guy. And let's distract this guy to this kind of tile, I guess.
Investigating.
I think I'm still going to maintain full peeking, blocking the door. So getting Tony out is the goal here. This guy's going to go to there and peek. I should be fine here. I don't know what this guy's doing. I guess he sees the body, right? Let's be there. This guy has 3 turns left. This guy has 3 turns left. Let's hunt this so that I can take the net downlink AP from it.
They're through here! Investigating.
This should keep them occupied for a while. This guy throws a scan. That's interesting. Seems to have remembered where Decker was now. This guy's seen the body. So we used burst. We definitely used Turing here. So that gives me loads of AP. And I've taken the console database, so it tells me where all the consoles are. I'm not going to sprint here because there's a bunch of guards still here. I could sprint these 2 into this area. He's going up. Looks like I can hide here, I think. Okay. I'm not sprinting with Decker here because both of them would hear. He's going to come through the door. I think I can get, like, here. Don't think anyone's looking this way, but here is just safe, right? Then I can shoot this guy with a biodart next turn and then get out. Let's hide here. No, I can just ambush this guy, right? Or zap him next turn. I think that's good. We take this drone. Yeah, I can zap him next turn so that no one's looking.
Investigating.
So maybe I should have saved the AP for this turn, but I think I've got this now. So no one's looking in this area. I've got a neural 2 to zap this guard with Decker. There's net downlink from the drone. We'd get burst. Zap.
Investigating. What happened?
So I can get in the room. And we've met the secondary objective as well, so let's just finish the game. Okay, that's Expert++.